everybody. It's Plastic Profiles time.
Yes.
How are you all doing today? We are doing excellent.
We are.
I can tell you that already. I don't even have to talk. I already know. He's excellent.
Fantastic. We're doing awesome. I woke up
Agent Chuckles.
I was like, oh my God, this is excellent. You know?
I wake out of bed. I'm like, no, excellent.
That's right. It's the music that plays in my home.
Yeah.
Every time something goes on, there's like a chime, and then excellent.
I look like the Undertaker, but it sounds like a choir of angels. Excellent.
That's stupid.
I'm Agent Chuckles, and with me, as always, is
Steve, the writing dad. What's going on?
And this is Plastic Profiles, the little show that likes to. What do we do? I don't even know. What we do is we review a vintage G.I. Joe file card.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
doing this now. Okay.
The corresponding action figure.
He did a circle, by the way. Okay.
Circle? Yeah.
It's a circle. It's not a square. It's a circle.
And then we review all that, and then we look at the counterpart in the classified or the classified retro line and determine which of those two figures is more like the character represented in the file card. Sometimes they're very similar, sometimes not so much. So we like to get to the bottom of that. And in the meantime, we review the file card and we do deep dive. As we like to say here on the show, we make what do we say on the show?
No rabbit hole is unexplored.
Well, we do say that a lot too. Well, probably not, but we think it, and it happens.
Yeah, we go down some
we sweat the small stuff. We sweat the small stuff.
Ooh,
that's what we do. We say that.
Motto.
I've said that before.
Yes, we do. We do sweat the small stuff.
But what we also do, we like to play little skits with toys. We currently have a series, because there's 3 of them out now as we record this, of Beachhead classified figure reviews. And if you haven't seen them, please go check them out. They're just a couple minutes long, 2-3 minutes long each. And it's just Beachhead little skits played out through pictures, comic bookmation style. I don't know if I'm sure there's a word for it, but it's
if there wasn't a word, it's a word now. And
we like to
coined it.
Comic bookmation. And we like to do our little vocal acting, flex our acting chops, and do voices, and it's a lot of fun for us.
We're very good. We're currently in touch with the Academy people.
Yes.
They're talking awards, folks. They're talking big numbers. So
big numbers. Yes.
I'm on the train now. Okay.
Yeah, we're already printing the T-shirts. So that's going on. But what brings us all here today is Quick Kick. He is our current plastic profilee. Blam.
Damn, I love it. I love it.
Oh, that is not the right slide. That is the right slide.
Oh.
And so let's find out all there is to know about Quick Kick. He is Silent Weapons, codenamed Quick Kick. File name Ito MacArthur S. Primary military specialty infantry. That's 11 Bravo. Secondary military specialty intelligence. Birthplace Los Angeles, California. Grade E4. E4 Mafia.
That's right.
Subject's Japanese father and Korean mother owned a grocery store in Watts. Not accepted by either the Japanese or Koreans because of his mixed ancestry, and too short to play basketball, Quick Kick turned to martial arts. All martial arts. He is a ranking black belt in Taekwondo, Goju Ryu, Southern Praying Mantis Kung Fu, Tai Chi sword, Zen sword, and he can Wing Chun. No, Wing Chun.
With the best of them.
Everybody's Wing Chun doing. All right. He was working as a stuntman in Hollywood when he was recruited for the G.I. Joe team. Qualified expert, all NATO and Warsaw Pact small arms. So he can use the projectile.
That was here what he did. Just in case, I got you.
Here's the situation. His parents went away on a week's vacation. No, you want to gain access to a fortified villa. 12-foot tall continuous wall topped with razor spiral and only one gate through.
Oh.
2
Ooh.
steel plate on gate, 2 sandbag guardhouses with direct telephone link to the main house. Yes,
Ooh.
linked telephones. The ultimate in security.
That's right.
To the main house. 4 guards with submachine guns, 2 Dobermans, and a silent alarm hooked to a dead man's switch that one of the guards is leaning on at all times. How do you do it? Have
Who
quick.
knows?
That's how.
See, I love that. I love what they did there. How?
Yeah.
Who? Quick kick. That's who. That guy.
Yeah. So the first thing I've got to say, the first thing 1A is all these classic images of the file cards and the figures are brought to us by 3D Joes. They're the best in the biz. Give them your business. Yojo.com is 3D Joes. That's where you go. No, I really like Yojo too, but your 3D Joes is ultimately the best. Anywho's. So when reading this file card as a kid, the one that even above all the training, which the names didn't mean anything to me, even before thinking about the grocery store and Watts, is that his mixed ancestry was a problem. I'm like, this isn't a file card for kids,
right?
So
very deep.
Yeah, but really, that's a really deep thing to put in a file card. But it definitely gives you a profile on what he might have been like as a person, as a human being, and then into his influences and why he decided to pursue all of this.
You know what the funny thing is, like when I read the file card, that his description, it's like the guy writing this must have been going through something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna play this game. I'm gonna put the realness out there. Put the realness out there because they weren't being lazy by doing that. They could have easily said he's Asian. It just left it general. You know what I'm saying? He's Asian, or it just left it like that, and not the whole mix. Like, oh, he's just not accepted. You know what I mean? So you read that, and then all of a sudden, that's why he turned to martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he had to be quick with his feet. Like,
his kicks. Yeah. I think, in fact, whenever he does this front kick, he's always going, keeping it real. Keeping it real.
See, what you don't understand behind the file card is that he used to get picked on a lot. So they used to take his clothes, and they would take his sneakers, and they would take his shirts. That's why he's shirtless. That's why he's sneakerless. He doesn't wear socks because he said, I'm going to use this as a weapon. That's it. Like, no one's ever going to take anything from me again. Like, yo.
And just to let you all know, the white headband is just a strip from a white polo shirt of the first bully he beat up.
Yes,
he cut off his polo shirt. My father owns a car wash, and then cut this and then tied it around his head. And after he whooped him. Anyway, this is all pure speculation. Speculating heavy.
This is what we do.
And some of them have the red spot on the thing, No, it's not. It's not the Japanese flag. It's a stain of blood from the bullet.
That's exactly what it is. It just happened to look like that.
Excuse me.
Okay, it just happens to look like that. Yeah. That's how powerful his aura was. Like, hi, he said, and then, oh my God, that's the Japanese flag? That must no. That was just his.
No, it's the blood. It looks weird on the side, so he turns it until it's in the front.
Yes. And if
so you see the blood that's going to come from you.
You see the tear stains, like in the back.
Yeah. There's, yellow spots back here too. So. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. I actually did a lot of research on this. I really sweated a lot of small stuff on this one. So, our first little clue here for our little game we like to play is the first little quote is California knows how to party.
Oh yeah. I already know what this is.
I'm sure you do. Yeah. It's pretty. This is not a hidden one. So, Quick Kick was born in Los Angeles. His file card references his parents' grocery store in a neighborhood named Watts. Watts is a real-life location known for the 1965 riots, numerous references in hip-hop songs, and was where the TV show Sanford and Son was set.
Mhm.
Though Black and Latino are the highest demographics in Watts, VAR
I'm glad you saw it.
there are many cultures. There are many cultures that live in this low-income, low-opportunity neighborhood. As retail owners, this suggests to me that while this family were probably better off than many of the residents of Watts, they too probably struggled to make ends meet. Again, pure speculation. We don't even know, But yeah. In the city of LA. So I went and looked at the different martial arts places in the Watts area.
Oh, did you? You went deep.
I got an actual map, and I found the one that's number one there is the Warriors Dragon Taekwondo, and I think that's the one he trained at right there.
Yeah. The Warriors. See, he didn't train there. This is the thing, right? He didn't.
No, he went.
Warriors
over to
Dragon Taekwondo was number one because they're big, they're flashy, and all of that stuff. He trained down the block in an alley by an old man playing pie show. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is in there and taught him the ways of it, and then he was beating up all of those students. That's why he gets his grit. Quick.
Well, I mean, he could have gone down by Linwood. That's right off Long Beach Highway.
That's right.
710. He could have gone near Wingfoot, somewhere in Huntington Park, Maywood area, maybe.
Wingfoot. That seems, right on the money. Wingfoot.
You have a point. Yeah. So maybe he didn't want to train in his own neighborhood, so people didn't know what he was up to. Right.
Right.
I didn't even think about that. Mind blown.
Kid, come on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And the quote with that was in the city of LA. And we all know where this is going.
Yes, we do.
And then the third line is in the city of good old Watts.
City of Compton.
California. Okay. I think I can get through these pretty quick. Goju Ryo, Japanese for hard soft style, is one of the main traditional Okinawa styles of karate, featuring a combination of hard and soft techniques. Both principles, hard and soft, come from the famous martial arts book used by Okinawan masters during the 19th and 20th centuries, the Bubishi. What? Oh, go. Oh, yeah, okay, so the Bubishis. Okay, so go, which means hard, refers to closed hand techniques or straight linear attacks. Ju, which means soft, refers to open hand techniques and circular movements. Goju Ryu incorporates both circular and linear movements into its curriculum, combining hard striking attacks, such as kicks and closed hand punches, with a softer open hand techniques for attacking, blocking, and controlling the opponent, including joint locks, grappling, takedowns, and throws. Southern Praying Mantis. So this makes me think of basketball, where he's like, I think I want to give up hamster style, and the dad's like, all right, whatever, son. Okay. Southern Praying Mantis is a Chinese martial art originating with the Hakka people. It is most closely associated with the Hakka origin styles such as Southern Dragon Kung Fu and Bak Mei. Despite its name, the Southern Mantis style is unrelated to the Northern Praying Mantis people. No, it's just those people. No, it's unrelated to the Northern Praying Mantis style. Southern Praying Mantis places a heavy emphasis on close range fighting. This system is known for its short power methods and has aspects of both internal and external techniques. In application, the emphasis is on hand and arm techniques and a limited use of low kicks. The application of close combat methods with an emphasis on hands and short kicking techniques makes the Southern Praying Mantis art somewhat akin to what many would call street fighting.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. That's what they base Street Fighter off of.
Yeah, because Praying Mantis wasn't that much fun of a fighting game.
No, it wasn't.
Southern Praying Mantis.
Well, yeah.
Northern Praying Mantis, they were selling copies of that like crazy
all
on
day.
The old Sega.
All day.
The old Sega Dreamscape there. Dream something. Dreammaster. I don't know. In the city of Compton.
Then
Tai Chi sword is a form that focuses on moving gracefully, but with strength, having great balance, low stances with erect posture and flexibility. It is about moving the whole body in a connected fashion and a way to project the energy you are building inside out into the world immediately around you.
I'm gonna say this, that this dude was probably a trendsetter, being the only child doing Tai Chi at the time. You know what I'm saying? In the park with all the
Okay. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
he just started. He went with his grandfather one day, and he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just start learning this stuff. Oh, yeah, that was it.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. We
You don't
keep it
see,
rocking.
you don't see young people doing Tai Chi.
Yeah. You're different, son.
Oh God. What are you doing here? You're way too young for this, boy. All right, all right.
We keep it rocking. We keep it rocking. Wing Chun, which is Cantonese, or Yang Chun, Mandarin, singing spring, is a concept-based martial art, a form of Southern Chinese kung fu, and a close-quarter system of self-defense. It is a martial arts style characterized by its focus on close quarters hand-to-hand combat, rapid fire punches, and straightforward efficiency. It has a philosophy that emphasizes capturing and sticking to an opponent's central line. This is accomplished using simultaneous attack and defense, tactile sensitivity, and using an opponent's force against them. The one thing that I take from all of this is they keep emphasizing close quarters. Is there a long distance hand-to-hand fighting? Like, that guy's 3 clicks away. Quick, give him the, the Biakapaduka, or whatever, like.
I think what they mean by that, and the reason I say it this way is because I'm a know-it-all. So what it is that, so when like a boxer, okay, a boxer has to find his range. You know what I'm saying? When he's going and striking, the longer kicks have to reach out. You have to make sure you know what that distance is. You find your range. In the close quarters, you're inside fighting, and meaning there's no real room for you to kind of cock back, engage, or really dodge. You're really in. This is how close you are. So the strikes with Wing Chun, they're very compact, and they're compact. Like, there's no swinging, punches like this. Like, that's very rare, to do that. You stay involved, and it's when you see people practicing, it's very quick, it's very tight to the body, and it's that 3-inch punch. It's wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to generate that an insane amount of force in such a small space. So that's what they practice. Just boom, just here. So that way, when you're in that combat, it's quick and then it's fast. So it's not necessarily too powerful, but it is strong enough to create an impact. And then the rapid fire pace behind it creates, like, supposedly an amazing offense.
Okay. Unlike my fighting style, the continual button mashing rope-a-dope, where I'm going. You can't see it. They're like, you've done this 1,000. Nope, doing it again.
Nope, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Like, any fight, I was terrible in any fighting game. I'd use the same low kick every time.
Dude,
low kick. Low kick.
I would always hate when I would get and play it, because this is the arcades or the game systems, whatever. I would always hate when you try to get technical. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stick with what works, man. And what works is the basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the I was notorious for the small little slide kick. Like, that's what I would do all day. I get it.
Well, usually I would find one move I could do, and then I was one move James is what they would call me. In many aspects of my life, but in this particular one, it was it was just like, what he's gonna do. He's gonna do that same low kick, because that's the only one I can consistently pull off. It was terrible.
Man, what was
all
it?
arcade games.
Like this? Like, man, it's not like, don't practice 10,000 moves, practice one move 10,000 times. You know what I'm saying? And we got that down.
Very wise. Yes, yes.
We got that down.
All right. So yeah. So our clue was for California Knows How to Party, Tupac, and Dr. Dre. Yeah. Here we have the 1985 Quick Kick packaging, again brought to us by 30 Joe's. Yeah, we see his front kick there, and he's got his nunchucks, and yeah, very, very striking package.
Terrible form, by the way. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That may not be a front kick though, because the front kick, the base leg is usually still facing forward, isn't it? It's kind of like it's almost look like he's doing like a spin kick,
like a roundhouse. Yeah,
that's what it kind of looks like to me.
Probably what it is. Which is impressive while holding nunchucks.
Yeah, like he's just yeah. No, I forgot his catchphrase. Keep it real.
Okay.
So here's the breakdown of the vintage figure showing Quick Kick with his very firm nunchuck that is not bent in any way.
I think it's solid.
Yes, solid nunchuck. So his accessories are a sword, which we can obviously see hidden there in the back of the. Yeah, terrible picture. There's a. Well, I mean, the picture's good, but I should have used a better one. But there's a sword in his backpack. He does have a backpack, which we don't really know how it attaches to his body in real life. Maybe it's on his sash, but yeah, who knows how that backpack would be holding on. He does have his nunchaku, and then he comes with 3 shuriken, which are molded into his sash.
Yeah.
And yeah, there we see the red.
Though in like real life, like to have the shurikens, sharp weapons in a sash, like a material, like I don't know.
It has to be like a Kevlar sash or something.
Yeah, and that only covers like half.
yeah.
Like this half I'm covered. The other one, no. He got me. That's it.
And there we can see on his headband the blood of his bully.
That's right.
Showing
right.
His victims what they're going to get.
He said, I got this. See this right here? That could be you.
Yeah, he's often vilified, this figure, because of his no shirt and no shoes policy.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
They had to have quiet shoes back then, right? Like,
yeah, those little whatever little sandal things that we see all the time. Those. Yeah. That dude said, "Nah, no, I'm keeping it funky."
Yeah. Yeah.
My feet need to remain rough. That's part of the damage. You know.
Yeah. Yep. So then we have the classified Quick Kick box.
Yeah.
And we got another great image there of Quick Kick working the nunchaku.
Love it.
I really hate those boxes, but I like the art. I always like the little art. Those pictures are amazing. I'm circling it with my mouse as if anybody can see that, but I love the art. I wish it had a better way to display it. Actually, this is probably one of the best methods, because you can see the art in the front and then you get it on the side as well. But yeah,
that's dope.
And now here's the breakdown of the classified figure. So he comes with 2 swords. He has 2 nunchaku. He has a big red backpack. He has a shuriken effect, which I appreciate the idea of it, but it just looks like he's throwing an iceberg or something.
Yeah, I could have gone without that. Like that was, unnecessary.
Yeah. He does come with a fudgy bar, which is a nod to the cartoons, because he's hawking the fudgy bar in the cartoon.
Ironically, though, that fits. Like I like that. I was like that. That's a nice little surprise in there. So if you know, you know.
Yeah, I like when they throw in the different props like that, you know,
Yes.
especially with what we're doing with our little beachhead sketches.
Mhm.
You know, things like that. That's coming up. You know, I can just tell you that right now. That's
Yeah.
going to be in one.
Oh,
So
thanks.
the extra head is weird because it doesn't look that much different
The
than the regular head.
same one. You know what the difference is? It's the hair.
Yeah,
So he got the wind
yeah,
blown.
yeah.
Like, one of them is him just standing still, and then the next one is him completing a roundhouse kick. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right,
Like, you know,
right.
that's it. That's what it is. It's the hair.
Yeah. And then he's got 3 pairs of hands total, which I appreciate that. So he can chop and he can punch and he can hold his weapons that he's qualified for, which are all the NATO Warsaw Pact arms, small arms. So that's cool. I like it. So, Stephen the Writing Dad, kick or pick?
Okay, you already know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I already
Okay?
know where you're going with this.
Uh,
We all know where you're going
we
with
all
this.
know. Okay,
But go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead with the classified version of it for obvious reasons, and this one is one of those figures that just because you're staying so um, so close to the original,
Mm.
there's not much change. You can't really do a lot with this figure. You know what I'm saying? Because then if you put a shirt on him, he's no longer quick kick. You know what I mean? But like for real, like like if you put footwear on him or a shirt on him, that's it. He's a different character altogether. He's no longer quick kick at all. I like I like the definition. The first, when you were a kid, the first quick kick was all you had. You didn't know any better, so it was awesome, right?
Mm.
But now we do, and and what there's nothing in the file card saying, okay, well, he did this, he has this particular, other than the martial arts that he did, so there's not in his gear, he's the last dragon, you know what I mean? Like, the
Right,
dude
right.
is, that's it. He's wearing his pants, he no shoes, no socks, nothing. You're gonna get like toe fungus in your face all day, and that's it. So classified for me.
Yeah. I'm curious because normally I think people know where I'm going with this. I'm curious, where do you think my opinion lies with this? What
I
do you think
honestly,
I'm going to pick?
I think that surprisingly, I think that you're gonna pick the classified figure. And the reason why I think you're gonna pick the classified figure is because it's just, normally you want there to be some type of differentiation, you know what I'm saying? Like, to make it,
Right.
um, but there's really nothing you can do with this figure, and it is a better figure. Like, it's
He
just
cannot wear shoes.
like, oh yeah, for real. All around is just it's a better figure. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think you're gonna go with it. You can surprise me, but I will go with the classified. I think you're gonna lean towards the classified.
That's a very astute observation about my general GI Joe tendencies. I generally do, if they're very similar, the vintage versus the classified. If they're very similar figures, if they're basically just blowing up the original figure, I generally will pick the vintage figure because it was there first. I'm gonna go against that this time. I think you are correct on this.
I was right.
But not because he still continues to not wear shirts and shoes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
because this one looks more like an actual human. Yeah, the other one,
like a character.
I mean,
Character. Got it.
they're very similar. I don't like the ice dagger the classified figure comes with.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
but the fudgy bar is great. We have the extra head with the hair effect.
In play now. Look at it. Like, it's in play. You see it?
Yeah,
He's
I see
flying
it.
through the air, or he's leaning down, like the velocity of it, and it's like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this figure was meant to emulate the vintage packaging pose.
Nice. Yeah.
I just don't think you could get him to stand with that leg up like that. But
No.
But no, I am going to go classified. That is my pick.
Sweet.
I do put an asterisk on that, in that I do not know. Again, for anybody who's new to our programming, when I see a figure that Hasbro has made, I try to play 3 steps ahead. How are they gonna reuse this figure? Because they don't generally just make one figure and then that's it. They use the parts, they recolor it, they do this, they do that. How are they going to make a retro figure? I don't know how they could get more retro than this, except to give them a different backpack. And would that be enough to make people buy that figure because he has a closer backpack to the original Quick Kick? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I would buy it, but I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so. Would they give him a robe, so he can Jedi style take the robe off?
Like,
yeah.
Oh, you messed up now.
Yeah. Like the Phantom Menace hanger style, where they're all like, hold on a sec, take these robes off. Let's get it in the game, Yeah. But no, I'm going classified Quick Kick. I think he is the ultimate Quick Kick. I don't know how they'll redo it, because this is the classified one. This should be the one that they take a little chances with and give them updated this or that or whatever. And they didn't really do that. Not that, and as to your point, you don't think that they can. And I bet they could. I don't know how, but I bet they could.
I think that if to your point, saying this would have been a great retro, and
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yes. And I think that by updating him, maybe, I don't know how, like, they would do it, but updating his gear somehow, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe like have extra gauntlet, like maybe his wristbands, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to speculate, because I like this figure. I think for me, there's certain characters that they have to remain the same. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. For me, he's one of those characters. Like, with Storm Shadow, you can do a lot with Storm Shadow. You can do a lot with Snake Eyes. You can do a lot with a bunch of them. But Quick Kick is one of those dudes that his look is iconic. Like, and there's really not a lot of wiggle room, to keep it close to say this is Quick Kick. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and that's this. They could have put the forethought into it that if they were to release, an updated, silent weapons looking guy that didn't look like this as Quick Kick, that the fans would have revolted. Like, how dare you, sir? But do I really want to see a Tiger Force Quick Kick with crazy ass NFL 90s pants? Those
hilarious
Marvel colors that
Oh,
that would be amazing.
Joey Buttafuoco.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah. And then with that long hair mullet, that Quick Kick, that head, that'd be
There's
great.
certain ways you could play, like, you could play with the style, but again, he's still not going to have a shirt or
Very good. All right, well, let's bring this into station. I think we've made our points clear. I think that's the unanimous winner is the classified Quick Kick as far as the ultimate Quick Kick goes. So that brings us to the point of the show where we get into casting calls. Casting call is where we cast for our own little fan movie that will go ultimately nowhere, where we cast a G.I. Joe or Cobra character based upon where that character is born on their file card. So we see that Quick Kick was born in Los Angeles, California. So we would cast an actor that we think can portray Quick Kick that is from Los Angeles, California, unless
we decide to be rebels and throw the rule away, because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Rebels.
It's a rule we stick to 100% of the time, unless we decide not to.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Every time. So I think normally I have you go first. I'm going to go first on this one just because I'm feeling froggy.
Oh, I like it.
So I picked
Mhm.
our last episode. We had what is his name?
That's cool,
Wolf
man.
Spider, Parth Wolf Spider Varma. And
Yeah.
I picked a very little known actor, in the, at least as far as Western Hollywood type area goes.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I kind of did the same thing here, although he's had more English speaking roles, but or Western roles. I picked Sean Dulac. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but he is actually um, uh, the actor who played Storm Shadow in the live action movies. His first cousin, Byung Hun Lee, the original from he was in Red
Okay.
and the GI Joe. I guess all three movies. Was he in all three? Was there three? Was there two?
With the G.I. Joe
No, there were.
movies? I
Yeah,
thought there
there
was
was GI
two.
Joe. Yeah, I don't know. So this actor, he was born and raised in California to an English father and a Korean mother. Um, and I think he could pull off Quick Kick.
Nice.
Um, he's an American actor, produced based in Los Angeles and Seoul, Korea. Is known for fantasy rom-com series Drama World, Korean dramas Blood Free, Jejungwon, Athena, Goddess of War, and Korean war film Operation Chromite. The reason I picked him because Quick Kick is in Hollywood and he is an actor,
Mhm.
and he should have a somewhat sort of a comedic flair to him, and
Mhm.
because he does have the Humphrey Bogart. That was
Yeah.
not even Humphrey Bogart.
No, it
He's looking
wasn't.
at you, sweetheart. That's sort of Humphrey Bogart, but um, and I saw some clips of his, and he did do some comedy,
Mhm.
and I think he'd be good. Um, I think he might understand the trials and tribulations of being, of uh, two different worlds coming together, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
God, that
All
was
right.
hard. I used
Yeah.
all my brain. Okay, so who
Good.
have you got?
All right. So I'm going to paraphrase this right now. If you didn't see this coming, shame on you. Okay. So who I got is yeah, the iconic Bruce Lee. Okay.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Now, you may be saying, oh, well, he's Chinese. Yeah. Rebel. Okay. Rebel right here. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to defend this all day.
Hmm.
Bruce Lee was a Hollywood actor.
Check.
Got into Hollywood. Okay. He started off as a stuntman. Okay. As well. Okay. He was a choreographer. Then he got his little roles as he went on.
Mm.
He is shirtless, right? Picture right here. Okay.
Check.
Yeah. You know that he can fight. You know that he's a student of Wing Chun, especially. You know what I'm saying? Taught by Ip Man. All right. Look at him with the nunchucks. You know he can handle the sword. Okay. The dude is on point. He's the iconic. He's the great. He's the legendary Bruce Lee. And little known fact, Bruce Lee was actually a very, very funny person. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Little known fact, he was actually a very, very funny person, and he had actual range to his acting. He was just, typecast into a certain role, which worked for him. But
Right.
he was actually very good. And if anybody can play it, it's Bruce Lee, baby.
He reminds me of that guy from the Green Hornet series.
Yeah.
Stupid joke. Yeah. No, and honestly, I think there's not a chance in the world that Quick Kick didn't come from Bruce Lee. I just can't
day.
imagine.
You
Yeah.
can look at that character and
Yeah.
be like, okay, well, that's not a take on Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yes, it was.
Yeah. And to further the inspiration, maybe not. I was going to say that perhaps the headband came from the Karate Kid.
Oh.
But that was 84, and then he was probably already in development, I would think.
Mhm.
But if we notice, I don't think the card art has the headband, so maybe that's something they added last minute
Later in order to draw
make
people
it
in.
not look like Bruce Lee.
Right. Right. Like, wait a minute. I don't know. His family might.
This is clearly Bruce Lee, right? No. He's got a headband.
Absolutely.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's
that's a good pick. Bruce Lee's a good pick. He wore a lot of shoes, though. Wore a lot of
he did
shoes.
wear a lot of shoes, but honestly, if he's fighting, would you really be like, okay, I can see him kicking butt barefoot like all day? You know what I'm saying?
Let me take my shoes off first.
I love it. And also, if you haven't noticed, if you've never seen this, okay, the accuracy and the proficiency that this man had with nunchucks is incredible. Okay.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he was standing across from he was playing ping pong, table tennis with his nunchucks and rocking it out. Okay. This dude was so precise with his nunchucks. They put a flint on the end of it, on the end of the nunchucks that he was carrying, and he
The action
lit
figure?
a match, like something like that.
Oh wow. Oh,
and
cool.
he ended up lighting someone's cigarette or lighting someone's match. That's what happened. They put flint on the end, and then the dude was holding a match in his lips, and the dude was so sick with it. They said, "What?" You know what I'm saying? And then the dude, the match lit up because this dude is legit with it, man. And he was also big on the close combat. So if you do see the demonstrations, he's like maybe 2 feet away from the person and he lets off a kick. That dude is going, that dude is flying. And he was short. So there you go.
Too short to play basketball. I don't know why I do that. He must have done that once because I can see him in my head. Like,
at least.
Yeah. So yeah, I think your Bruce Lee ultimately wins. I think that's a great cast. We got star power. Bruce Lee in his own movie as Quick Kick would be amazing.
Yes, it would.
No doubt.
Yes, it would.
So here's our checklist. We see Quick Kick over here on the right, bottom left corner of the right side, right next to Snake Eyes. Quick Kick is crossed off.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe they haven't done that version 2 Snake Eyes yet, that true ninja Snake Eyes. But you better believe we'll be here when they do.
Yeah.
That's
probably going to be like a special figure. So, you know what I'm saying? Like something along those lines. I can see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Special, limited to only 1 billion made because they know everyone's buying 4 or whatever, right?
Know it.
And then there's the 87 list of Joes. So, yeah, that's it. That's the episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little bit more about Quick Kick and his inspirations and his influences and what they could have been and where he went and possibly trained. That's over in good old sunny Watts, California.
So what you guys need to understand is that when we put this together and when we really, really think about everything that these figures have to go through, these characters have to go through in life. So we were picturing him in the only Asian kid in the middle of Watts. You know what I'm saying? And he was out there getting bullied all day, right?
Look at the map. I got a real map where he went. I don't think you can't tell me that's been done before. No. Right there.
This show pioneers it. Okay, we put in the work, people.
It's right off Glenn Anderson. It's right there.
Yes. Yes. He didn't need a bike. He was so fast.
Yeah. He did the bicycle thing from the Mortal Kombat guy. Oh, what an episode. Very good. Very good. So let's get back to that. What happens if I do that? Oh, there we go. So again, I'm Agent Chuckles. You can find me on all the social medias. You can find our Beachhead sketches featuring our vocal talents as well as some guest stars. Patrick Stralco was a guest star in our most recent one with Tunnel Rat. And we had a lot of fun making these things, and we're getting some good feedback on it. It seems like people are liking it, so we're going to keep on doing it.
I wasn't kidding when I was talking about the Academy people. We're getting calls. Getting those calls, man. What can I tell you? Jump on the train.
I'd like to thank you for this award. It really means a lot. We won it for best 3-minute YouTube sketch featuring Beachhead.
That's right.
The Golden Crow.
I want to thank God. Okay. Without him, and then
with him, all things are possible.
Right. Then I want to thank myself.
Because I did it.
None of this would have gotten done. I'm a true visionary, pioneer.
Oh, and then my shirt.
Believe in yourself, kids.
Yeah. Come on, wrap it up. So you can find all those links and things are down below in the description. Steve the Writing Dad, why don't you tell them what you do?
Come find me at thewritingdad.com. Join our community. We talk about all things fatherhood, parenthood for the ladies as well. I know there's a lot of you out there watching right now. You know what I'm saying? Ding. I make my own sound effects. No, but we do short stories and everything. Join the community. And then you can also find me on Instagram and TikTok. We got a lot of exciting things coming up, including a new short story coming out for you guys. Ooh. So sign up. Awesome. Hope to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. I look forward to reading more of your short story. It's very good. Very good. So with that, we thank you. Yo, Joe, everybody.
Yeah.